Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Let the spine rest without trying to hold yourself up. Let your arms and hands settle. Allow your breath to come without control. You are not trying to breathe correctly, you are simply noticing the breath as it moves in and out. The shift begins with noticing. Angel Razakar is the frequency of financial reality shift. Angel Razakar works at the level where identity meets possibility. Many people want more money, but they continue living from an identity that cannot hold it. Angel Razakar does not force change. Angel Razakar rewrites the internal agreement you have with money, worth, and receiving. Breathe slowly and bring awareness to your chest. Notice how the breath feels here. Is the movement easy, or does the breath stop before your chest is fully expanded? There is no need to judge it, simply observe. Angel Razakar begins with awareness rather than correction. Imagine a muted violet light forming in your chest. This light is steady, not bright. It remains soft, like a glow beneath the surface. With each inhale, imagine the light stabilizing. With each exhale, imagine tension leaving the chest. Now bring awareness to your lower abdomen. This part of the body holds your oldest financial identity. Identities like, I must work hard for every rupee, money is unstable, receiving is risky, success is temporary. These are not thoughts. They are responses in muscle, breath, and posture. Angel Razakar works where fear became identity. Imagine violet light traveling down into the lower abdomen. Let it rest there, without trying to clear anything. This meditation is not about forcing change. It is about making space where change can happen. Breathe again and bring awareness to your throat. This is where you speak your financial identity aloud, to yourself, to others, in choices and in silence. Notice if the throat feels tight or muted. Angel Razakar restores connection between voice and possibility. Imagine a gold ring of light forming at the base of your throat. The ring does not push outward. It opens inward. Receiving requires internal permission before external results. With the next breath, imagine violet light in your abdomen and gold light in your throat, connecting with a thin line of breath moving between them. You do not need to visualize perfectly. Simply imagine the idea. Angel Razakar alters patterns through connection, not force. Now imagine a quiet forest at night. The trees are tall and dark, but they are not threatening. Soft gold and violet light moves between them, as if the forest itself breathes. This is the space of reality shift. It is not a fantasy place. It is a representation of your subconscious landscape, familiar, quiet, and full of hidden movement. Imagine standing in this forest. There is a path under your feet. You may not see exactly where it leads, but you can feel that it exists. Angel Razakar stands behind you, not in a visible form, but as presence. The presence is calm, observant, steady. Breathe and allow the awareness of this presence. You do not need to see anything. Feeling is enough. The path in front of you represents financial timelines. Timelines are patterns repeated over and over. Never enough. Sudden gains, then sudden losses. Effort without reward. Support arriving and disappearing. Opportunities that almost work but fall apart too soon. Angel Razakar works by shifting timelines rather than fighting circumstances. Take a slow breath, and imagine the forest path splitting into two. One path is familiar, predictable, filled with old reactions. The other path looks similar but feels lighter, clearer, and easier to walk. Notice how your body reacts when you imagine stepping onto the lighter path. Perhaps your shoulders relax a little. Perhaps the breath becomes easier. These sensations are signs of timeline availability. Angel Razakar offers new paths, but never forces a choice. Breathe again and imagine taking one step onto the new path. With each step, imagine old identity dissolving. You do not need to know what comes next. Razakar energies work ahead of conscious thought. Repeat silently. I am allowed to shift. I am allowed to choose ease. I am allowed to receive in new ways. Bring awareness to your spine. Imagine a faint geometric light structure forming along the spine like a subtle grid, violet at the base and gold at the crown. This structure supports identity shift. When the spine holds new posture, identity follows naturally. Angel Razakar reshapes how the body recognizes opportunity and wealth. Now imagine you reach a clearing in the forest. The clearing is circle-shaped with soft fog moving through it. In the center is a pool of still water. The water reflects gold and violet light. This pool represents financial timelines that are available but not yet chosen. Walk toward the pool and kneel beside it. Lean over and look into the water. You are not looking for your reflection. You are looking for patterns. Moments where you rejected support, where you were afraid to ask, where you expected money to leave, where you prepared for loss more than receiving. Let images or sensations come if they wish. If nothing comes, simply breathe. Angel Razakar removes fear from memory slowly, without confrontation. Now imagine placing both hands in the water. The water is not cold or warm. It has no temperature. It is feeling, not sensation. As your hands rest in the water, imagine that every inherited belief about money begins dissolving into the water. You are not throwing anything away. You are releasing what was never yours to carry. Breathe. Now imagine lifting your hands out of the water. They are covered in faint violet and gold light. This is the new identity forming. Repeat silently. I release old timelines. I choose new receiving. I accept support. Bring awareness back to your chest. Feel the breath moving through. Notice if the breath has become slower. Notice if the posture has softened. Angel Razakar teaches that reality shifts happen through nervous system recognition before mental belief. Imagine the forest clearing brightening slightly with each breath. Not dramatically, just enough to see more clearly. You do not need intensity, you need consistency. Now imagine a doorway appearing at the edge of the clearing. The doorway is made of light, not wood or stone. Beyond the doorway is a version of your life where money is stable. Opportunities arrive when needed. Help is easily accepted, and receiving does not trigger fear. Step toward this doorway slowly. Do not rush. Notice any tightening in your body. Breathe into the tightness rather than pushing past it. Angel Razakar teaches that resistance softens. It does not disappear on command. Place your hand on the doorway. Feel the light. You do not need to step through yet. Permission begins with touch, not action. Repeat silently. Receiving is safe now. Now step through the doorway when you are ready. On the other side, the forest is brighter. Gold and violet light move between the branches. The air is easier to breathe. The ground feels more secure. This is a symbolic representation of new financial reality. Angel Razakar works through symbolic integration. The body responds to symbols with real change. Now bring awareness back to your hands. They may feel lighter. Imagine holding a small sphere of gold and violet light in your palms. This is identity shift in physical form. Place the sphere at your chest, imagining it entering the heart. Breath becomes new strategy. Softness becomes new approach. Ease becomes new normal. Repeat silently in rhythm with breath. I shift. I receive. I choose a new reality. Now begin returning awareness to your physical environment. Feel the surface beneath you. Notice the movement of breath. Angel Razakar remains with you through choice, not effort. When money feels tense, breathe and let the new identity settle. When you are ready, open your eyes. Carry the new posture of receiving. Welcome to Financial Reality Shift. Welcome to new timelines. Welcome, Norans, to the Norangelix Matrix universe.